It's not something I'm proud of, but I'm a bit of a 1 to 10 Andy. I can't help attaching a somewhat arbitrary number to the entertainment I consume. I'm so obsessed with numeric representation of quality that I'll often contemplate the number while I'm listening to a new song. Maybe I'm just number obsessed. Math is one of my stronger subjects in school, after all. But a reason to put the fucking numbers down is that it's detrimental to my abilities as a self-proclaimed pseudo-critic. When you start to use number ratings a lot, you can stop viewing the numbers as a secondary representation of something's quality that you've come to in other methods, but a metric in which you view quality itself. You can put meaningful critique, such as the acting or cinematography of a movie, on the back burner in favor of, well, I'm giving this a 7 because it feels vaguely, intuitively better than this movie I have assigned as the 6, but still not vaguely, intuitively as good as the 8. And god fucking damn, the pseudo in pseudo critic is really doing some legwork here, huh? Another big flaw of number ratings is that your taste for everything changes whenever you view anything. This isn't a big problem with music, since songs are typically something you can listen to just while walking from the STD-infested Motel 6 you live in to the nearby bus stop. But with something like an anime series that you wouldn't rewatch just to straighten out your MyAnimeList numbers unless you're criminally insane, this is a huge problem. And natural changes in taste is the main reason why rating only in comparison to other ratings is so horrifically shit. And with that aside, the biggest problem with number ratings and what motivated me to make this video is that they conflate greatness with perfection. Let me explain. I would rate the OG Portal game a 10 out of 10, or at least a 9.5 out of 10. The core mechanic is a lot of fun, being both easy to grasp and surprisingly deep, and the dialogue and voice acting is exquisite. Truly a joy for your first playthrough. But the game is like 2 hours long, and it doesn't take a lot of risk. It just takes a great core idea to a satisfying end. In comparison, take the greatest heavily flawed game of all time, Breath of the Wild, which numerically I would consider a 7.5 out of 10 without the DLC, and an 8.5 out of 10 with the DLC. But despite this, I view Portal as a kind of neat little tech demo to Portal 2, while Breath of the Wild is one of the most memorable games of my life. Why is that? Well, sure, a big part of it is that Breath of the Wild is a whole lot longer, but the main point is that it aims higher and takes more risks. You wouldn't give something good, safe, and almost perfect like the OG Portal something like a 7 or 8 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 because it doesn't take enough risks. That's idiotic and doesn't make sense intuitively. And that's what I mean by conflating greatness with perfection. Having legendary high points and not having glaring flaws are two very different things. And to conflate them is to ignore, well, how we humans experience joy. Pleasure in life has never been about seeking out what's least objectionable when critiqued. It's always been about seeking out fleeting moments of bliss in a sea of suffering. All of that combined is why I think number ratings are stupid. And on a side note, holy shit, the discourse surrounding game ratings is so fucking bad, dude. A 6 out of 10 doesn't mean bad, you fucking idiots. It means decent. IGN's bought and paid generosity has actually created such a bafflingly stupid, skewed understanding of rating. I actually saw a guy once said he doesn't play games that IGN rates lower than an 8 out of 10. Like, holy shit, dude. Get a fucking late-term abortion because you have failed the evolutionary race. You fucking